Welcome everyone, and namaste. Hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is when you're watching this. It's morning for me right now, so good morning everyone. This is our numerology reading for October 27th through November the 2nd. Just going to kind of talk real quick about roughly what to expect for the coming week and those types of things. We got a fairly intense week coming up, actually. We see the switch in the month, so that means a change in the energy patterns numerologically that we're dealing with. It also means that there's always 4 challenges every day, and the 4th challenge is the same for every day of the month, so that's going to change for us on the weekend. So definitely some shifts in the patterns coming up that we're going to probably feel and those types of things. I get more into the specific overall patterns of the month in the monthly reading that I write that'll be published in lightningup.com's coming up November issue here, so I hope you'll check that out if you're interested in that. My daily readings, of course, are still on Facebook. You can check that out if you want the daily details, because this is just going to be kind of a rough overview of the week. So you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/i.am.david.keller. So anyhow, for this week, it looks to be a fairly active week coming up. A lot of creative energies and a lot of activity going on, a lot of push towards really getting out, getting into our life path, and really kind of honoring our sacred contracts and getting more into our authentic self and doing, whatever it is that we're here to do, or what we're called from the universe to do here in the physical plane. So a lot of that going on. There's been a lot of themes lately about transformation and personal revelation and those types of things. Some of that may continue this week. We may find that through our creativity or our creative ideas and those types of things, that some of that comes into better focus. Some of the creative energies may simply be about taking new looks at the way we see things or the way we see ourselves. But in general, it looks to be that the universe is mainly pushing us to get active, to really take whatever ideas that we've had lately, or even just like personal revelations and understandings that have come out, and to really act on those and bring them out into the world in some really noticeable type of way. I also want to mention this week is kind of an intense week. It's very rare that you'll run into this. We have 2 master number days in the same week, both master number 11s, thanks to the shift in November, or to November, that allows the 11 to appear for us on the weekend as well as during the week here in October. So that could be extremely intense. Master numbers are always a very intense energy that you're dealing with, and can really amplify the shadow side or the positive side. So shadow expressions can be extreme under the master number influences, but they're also really good opportunities to get out and really make leap forwards in our path. So it's just important at those times that we... Kitty, seriously. Cat's talking. The cat apparently believes that he has something to add here to the reading. Solo. Quiet. Anyhow, the 11 is really about manifestation and really turning on our intuitive senses and those types of things. So it's just really important that we don't get bogged down in depressive thoughts or get really disconnected. The 11 can be very despondent in its shadow expression, so we want to be very careful of that, and make sure that we're looking at things with a positive attitude. The transformations that are coming up can be rough for us, but they are here to get us more fully on our path. So definitely take the time to really work on your perspective on things, and focus on manifesting what you want instead of what you don't want. Instead of focusing on everything that's wrong with the world, focus on what you want to make right with the world. That's really the key to kind of navigating those 11 energies. that again we're going to have twice during this coming week. So stay in that. It's a really powerful opportunity to get out and really get things moving in whatever direction that you want, if you can embrace the positive side of things and not get caught up in this is wrong or that's wrong, or whatever sort of negative feelings that you're having towards the current energies that are going on. So I hope you can really get out this week and embrace your creative inspirations. Really work on trying to get something out there. At this point, nothing needs to be perfect, but it's about starting the process, at least taking the ideas and at least making the first efforts in bringing those out into physical manifestation in some way. So get something on paper or whatever, and really work in that direction this week. As far as our challenges go, they're very much focused on not getting overly active, and how we treat other people. Like, those are kind of the two big themes that we see a lot throughout the challenges for this week. So you want to make sure to focus on staying active, but not allowing yourself to get overly active. Don't take on too many projects. Make sure you're seeing things through to the end. This is basically, the challenges are kind of telling us that there's a real opportunity to create a whole bunch of jacks of all trades but masters of none, and the idea is to get active on what you're doing, but make sure that you're mastering what you're starting on, and really focus on the one thing that matters, and finish that out. Pay attention to the details and those types of things. Keep organized, keep grounded, all of those types of things. The really highly creative energies that we're running into can definitely unground us and make us kind of floaty, and out there, could just floating around wanting to do whatever. And the idea is to get focused and directed on those, and really make something out of them. So that's that side of it. On the other side of it, there's a whole lot of talk about finding gratitude and not holding people to unrealistic expectations, or releasing our judgments and those types of things. We see that quite a bit too. That even is our our fourth challenge, daily challenge, for every day of October. So that's been kind of a running theme anyhow. So really pay attention to how you're interacting with other people, and try to let go of your judgments. This challenge can really make people kind of domineering, or overbearing, and always trying to mother everybody else and tell them what they need. And so it's about learning to let other people have their experience and not judging what that should be. So that's important, and definitely keep that in mind. Again, there is a shift on the weekend when we switch over to November on the challenges, and at that point, the monthly challenge on November is going to be all about learning to be free and flexible, but still being responsible. This one can lead to a lot of hedonistic overindulgence and that type of stuff. So, go out and have a good time is what it's telling you, but make sure you're doing it responsibly, and, not overindulging in anything. And those types of stuff. And that actually becomes a very major theme for those last 2 days of the week. It's more than just the fourth challenge. It actually appears several times in the other daily challenges as well. So that is kind of just a little blip on the radar there at the end of the week. The rest of the week is pretty much focused on what we already talked about. But I did kind of want to bring that up too, because it does kind of shift there for us a little bit when we move over into November for those first couple of days. So that's kind of the big rundown of the week there. Again, the daily readings are available on my Facebook. Everybody's welcome to follow me there at facebook.com/i.am.david.keller. And then my monthly readings will be published in the Des Moines area online magazine, enlighteningup.com. So if you're interested in that, I hope you'll check that out too. So peace, everyone, and namaste.